The 2026 Lexus LX600 is more than just another luxury SUV. This is Lexus's flagship, the one that sits right at the top of their lineup, and it's the one that represents everything the brand stands for: comfort, durability, technology, and yes, sheer presence. The LX has always carried an aura of sophistication with a backbone of rugged toughness, and for 2026, Lexus has refined that formula even further. It's built on Toyota's TNGA-F platform, which it shares with the Land Cruiser, but the LX600 takes that foundation and layers it with the kind of craftsmanship, luxury, and polish that makes it feel like a rolling 5-star retreat. If you've been curious about whether this new generation of LX lives up to the legendary reputation, stick with me, because there's a lot to unpack. Let's start with what you notice first: the exterior design. Lexus has given the LX600 a more commanding yet elegant presence on the road. The massive spindle grille is still here, of course, but it has been reworked to look more integrated and mature. It's less flashy and more imposing, with sharper edges and a sense of depth that catches the light beautifully. The LED headlights are slimmer, more aggressive, and give the SUV a piercing look, almost like it's always ready for action. Along the sides, the proportions feel balanced despite its sheer size, with bold character lines that stretch across the doors and muscular fender flares that hint at capability. The rear end is cleaner now, with sleek LED tail lamps connected by a light bar and the Lexus wordmark replacing the traditional logo, which modernizes the overall look. It's still unmistakably an LX, big, bold, and confident, but it's also more refined and contemporary than ever before. Step inside, and you immediately understand why people choose the LX over its Toyota sibling. The cabin is a sanctuary of leather, wood, and cutting-edge technology, but it never loses the sense of durability that this SUV is known for. Lexus has managed to strike a perfect balance between opulence and practicality. The front seats are deeply cushioned, with heating, ventilation, and even massage functions available, while the steering wheel feels hefty and luxurious in your hands. The dashboard design has been simplified compared to older models. Gone are the cluttered layers of buttons, replaced by a cleaner layout dominated by a 12.3-inch central touchscreen paired with a 7-inch display below it for climate and vehicle functions. It's intuitive, responsive, and thankfully, Lexus has kept physical knobs for things like volume and temperature, which makes everyday use far more practical. The second row is equally impressive. Depending on the trim, you can choose between a traditional 3-seat bench or luxurious captain's chairs with their own armrests, ventilation, and even a rear seat entertainment system with dual screens. In the ultra-luxury trim, the rear transforms into something you'd expect in a chauffeur-driven limousine: 2 reclining seats with ottomans, an extended center console, and individual controls for climate and entertainment. It's genuinely one of the most comfortable second rows in any SUV on the market. The third row, while still best suited for kids or shorter trips with adults, benefits from power folding functionality and improved legroom compared to older LX generations. Cargo space isn't class-leading, but it's practical enough, and the flat load floor makes it easier to use. Tech lovers will appreciate that Lexus has brought the LX up to date with the latest features. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are included, along with a premium Mark Levinson sound system that delivers concert-like audio quality. The navigation system is sharp and detailed, and multiple USB-C ports are scattered throughout the cabin. What stands out is how Lexus manages to blend all this modern technology without overwhelming you. It feels intuitive, not excessive. Now, under the hood, every LX600 comes with the same engine, a 3.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6 producing 409 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Yes, gone is the old naturally aspirated V8, but don't be fooled. This new twin-turbo V6 is both more powerful and more efficient. Acceleration is smooth, with plenty of torque available low in the rev range, making this nearly 3-ton SUV surprisingly quick off the line. Whether you're merging onto the highway or cruising at speed, the LX600 never feels short on power. On the road, the LX delivers a driving experience that matches its luxury credentials. The suspension is tuned for comfort but remains composed, even when the pavement isn't perfect. The adaptive variable suspension and available active height control allow the LX to adjust its ride height depending on conditions, giving you both an easier step-in for city driving and extra clearance for off-road trails. Steering is light for a vehicle this size, and while it's not sporty by any means, it feels confident and secure. Fuel economy is rated around 17 miles per gallon combined, which isn't stellar, but given its size and capability, it's a reasonable trade-off. And speaking of capability, the LX600 is no soft roader. Despite its luxurious image, this SUV is still built to go where few others in its class dare to venture. Standard full-time four-wheel drive, a low-range transfer case, and a Torsen limited-slip center differential give it serious off-road credibility. Lexus also offers crawl control, multi-terrain select, and a multi-terrain monitor, which uses cameras to give you a clear view of obstacles around the vehicle. With over 8 inches of ground clearance, excellent approach and departure angles, and the ability to wade through more than 27 inches of water, the LX600 is prepared for rugged trails, mountain passes, or desert dunes. It's genuinely impressive that Lexus has managed to keep this level of capability in a vehicle that also pampers you with ventilated leather seats and a Mark Levinson sound system. On the safety front, Lexus has equipped the LX600 with its latest Safety System Plus suite. This includes adaptive cruise control, lane departure alert with steering assist, lane tracing assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and pre-collision braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection. There's also a surround view camera system, parking sensors, and available head-up display. All of this works seamlessly in the background to add confidence without being intrusive, and it makes this massive SUV easier to maneuver in tight urban settings. When it comes to trims, Lexus gives you a few distinct choices. The entry-level LX600 starts around $90,000, which is already a premium, but you're getting a lot of standard equipment. Step up to the premium trim, and you'll find extra luxury touches, while the luxury trim adds even finer materials and comfort features. The F Sport handling trim, priced closer to $105,000, gives the LX a sportier edge with unique styling cues, a limited slip differential, and sport-tuned suspension. And finally, at the very top sits the ultra-luxury trim, which pushes the price into the $120,000 range, but in return, you get one of the most extravagant rear seat experiences in the entire SUV world. So, where does the 2026 Lexus LX600 stand in its class? It's in a rare space where true off-road capability meets uncompromising luxury. Rivals like the Mercedes-Benz GLS or BMW X7 may feel a bit more athletic on paved roads, but they can't match the Lexus when the pavement ends. The Cadillac Escalade offers flashier tech and a bigger cargo area, but it doesn't carry the same reputation for reliability and long-term durability. And while the new Land Cruiser may share a platform, the LX feels far more premium in every sense. This is the one you buy if you want all the capability but also want to arrive in absolute comfort and style. At the end of the day, the Lexus LX600 isn't just about numbers or features. It's about the feeling it gives you. There's a sense of confidence when you drive it, knowing you're in one of the toughest luxury SUVs on the market, but also a sense of calm, because everything inside is designed to make your life easier and more comfortable. It's not cheap, and it's not for everyone, but for those who want a vehicle that can take them anywhere in supreme comfort, the LX600 stands out as one of the best options out there. If you enjoyed this review of the 2026 Lexus LX600, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming reviews. and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think the twin-turbo V6 is an upgrade over the old V8, and how do you feel the LX stacks up against its rivals? Drop your opinions in the comments below, and let's start a conversation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.